It was a dark and stormy night when John, a man tormented by guilt, knelt before a small chapel atop a lonely hill. The rain fell relentlessly, washing his mud-streaked face as he murmured his broken words into the wind. John was not a religious man, but on that night he cried out for something greater, for a salvation he could not find on his own. Years ago, John had committed a terrible act, a mistake that had cost an innocent man's life. Since then, his soul had been corroded by remorse, and the shadow of the past never left him. He had tried to escape, moving to a different town, adopting a false name, but guilt followed him like a loyal shadow. On that night, as the rain hammered the ground and thunder roared in the sky, he knelt and implored, "God, if there is something beyond this world, if there is a chance of redemption for me, I beg for forgiveness." A deep silence enveloped the hill. The rain seemed to have ceased, and the gentle breeze felt like a divine whisper. Then, a voice echoed in his mind, a voice he had never heard before, but knew was from God. "John, your plea for forgiveness is sincere, but redemption will not be easy. You must prove your sincerity by helping others and making the world a better place." John's heart filled with hope. He stood up, determined to follow the divine words. In the days that followed, he began performing acts of kindness, aiding the needy, and striving to make the world a more compassionate place. However, the road to redemption was far from simple. As John endeavored to do good, he faced constant challenges. People remembered his dark past and did not trust him. The temptation to return to his old ways, the path of sin, was strong. Yet he persisted day after day, persevering in his commitment to redeem himself. Years had passed, and John had truly transformed. He had become a respected figure in his town, known for his compassion and generosity. He had dedicated his life to helping others, and the words of God continued to guide him. One day, while he was assisting at a homeless shelter, an old and frail man approached him. His face bore the marks of a life on the streets, but there was a light in the man's eyes that captivated John. "Are you the one who sought God's forgiveness, aren't you?" the man asked. John nodded humbly. "Yes, I am. I have been blessed with a second chance." The man smiled weakly. "I too am in search of redemption. I was a wicked man in my youth, causing much suffering. But now I am old and sick, and I want to make amends with God before it's too late." John listened to the man's story, his genuine remorse and his desire to make peace with the Creator. He knew it was his opportunity to help someone on their journey to redemption. Together, John and the man spent the following days sharing stories of repentance and hope. They prayed together, seeking the Lord's forgiveness. On the man's deathbed, he thanked John for being his guiding light in the darkness and for helping him find the path to God. On the night the man passed away, a gentle light filled the room, and a sense of peace enveloped everyone present. John felt like he was witnessing the redemption of someone who was truly seeking God's forgiveness. When the light dissipated, the voice of God echoed once again in John's mind. "You have fulfilled your promise to seek redemption and help others find the way. Your heart is pure, and your plea for forgiveness is accepted." Tears of joy streamed down John's face. He had finally found the peace he had been searching for, and he knew he was forgiven. But he also knew that his journey was not over. The divine voice told him, "Now, continue to do good and help those in need. Your redemption shall be your ongoing mission." John agreed humbly, knowing that his quest for redemption would never truly end, but he was willing to follow this path for the rest of his life. And so, John spent the remainder of his days, guided by the words of God, spreading compassion and helping others find the forgiveness and redemption he himself had found. His story became a legend in the small town, a testament to the transformation that can occur when someone sincerely seeks redemption and God's grace. In Matthew 9, verse 13, the Lord tells us, "Go and learn what this means. I desire mercy and not sacrifice. For I came not to call the righteous, but sinners. A timeless message of compassion, redemption, and the acceptance of imperfect humanity. In a world often marked by judgment, this passage challenges us to prioritize mercy and empathy in our interactions with others. It reminds us that we all make mistakes in life and that the sincere pursuit of redemption and forgiveness is something God deeply values. This pursuit is not about fulfilling external rituals or displaying excessive piety, but rather about our ability to reflect kindness and compassion in our daily actions. In our modern days, Jesus' message of calling sinners and not the righteous resonates as an appeal for inclusion and hospitality in our communities. It encourages us to welcome everyone, regardless of their past, and to offer the opportunity for change and renewal. Furthermore, this passage urges us to reflect on how our faith and beliefs manifest in our everyday lives. It challenges us to act ethically, to practice justice, and to help those in need as an expression of our faith, rather than clinging to formal religious practices. In an era where cancel culture is prominent, this passage reminds us of the importance of forgiveness and the opportunity for redemption. It invites us to consider people's capacity for change and growth, rather than simply condemning them for their past mistakes. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Please subscribe for more videos like this. Until next time.